Okay. So, let's go ahead and let's play through Beach. This is going to be the beginner section. So this is going to be the beginner section. So, what I want to talk about is mostly just beginner strats, what it should look like when you start out. So there's a tutorial section here at the very beginning of the game. It is the only time in the game where you'll see something like this. You have to hold down the Z button and press A. So you have to take a picture. It's forcing you to take a picture, right? So 1, 2, 3 pictures. And then it's going to give you a little text box. You can hit A to move out of it. And then you can get that Doduo right there. So he's going to jump out. I usually aim between like the pincer and the little crevice in the wall there. So I look at that corner. And that's where I aim, because he's going to jump out pretty quick. So if you're not looking up and to the left, you're not going to get good points on that. So here's Butterfree. Butterfree's going to come around. Normally, if we reset the console, it's going to go right around there. It's going to come back. It's going to move back and then come forward. It's going to go behind us and then in front of us. I'm going to go reset this because I was looking at Butterfree. And I didn't get a Lapras here. So, here we are. Run through. You can look. It's not this cloud above the palm tree. It's a little bit further to the right. It's this cloud here. If you reset your console every time you do a run, and you quickly go into the menu to actually like start. If you actually go into the menu and restart before any of the cutscenes play, you should usually get a good cycle on Butterfree. And so that good cycle would look exactly there. So once you're looking at that cloud, that right corner of it, eventually Butterfree is going to come around and in front of you. And it's going to be a good picture. But if nothing else, you can just look back and get a picture of it when it's just chilling. Next up, over here off in the distance, there's a Lapras. You have to take this picture. You have to take a picture of this Lapras. It's not going to be worth good points, but you have to, because of photo trigger events, which is another video. So if you don't know what that is, go look for it. I'll put it in the description. So we're going to wait for a minute. Because of lag reduction, you could be looking up at the sky. You don't need to look at anything else, so you could be looking up, but for this purpose, we're just going to look around. So after you hear the second Meowth cry, you wait 6 seconds, or if you want, you can look on your timer. It's usually around a minute 15 is when you can look down and to the right. And at that point, you should see a Lapras pop up. There's one that's kind of close here. There's one that's further away. You don't want that one. You want the one that's closer up. And that one's going to be a pretty good picture. Again, you could be doing lag reduction here. You're looking up at the sky. We're going to wait for another 20, 30 seconds here. I'm going to cross this bridge and listen. You'll hear Doduo jumping out of the bushes there. So that's when you want to look down, and here we have a Meowth. Now you want to take that Meowth picture when he's like right in front of you, and when he's like at the top of his jump over the tracks, right? So if you do that, you can get a perfect 4,000 points, but as long as you're like around that area, you'll get a pretty good 3,000 plus, so that's pretty good. Okay, so next up, after that Meowth, you have to take a picture of this Kangaskhan here. Okay, it doesn't have to be a good picture. We need it mostly for unique pictures. We need 40 unique pictures later on in the run. So we just get Kangaskhan now just to get the points. It's when you start off, it's not going to be good. There are ways to get more points. There's like a 2 times Kang strategy where you can get double points, which is 800 points. But that's pretty technical. It's pretty hard. So don't worry about that. Just get a glancing shot of Kangaskhan at all. That's all you need. And then once you're done, you can look over here, and there's going to be an Eevee. You can get a picture of that Eevee. And if you didn't get a good Lapras picture, a third Lapras is going to spawn right here. And it's closer. It is a lot slower. I would suggest don't rely on this. But if that second Lapras just wasn't good, like let's say it was just going down or maybe just coming up right as you were leaving that area, and it's not going to be good points, you do have a backup strat, and you can get this one right here. Let's go ahead and exit. So the way the menuing is going to work here is you're going to get... Oh, I did that one picture. Oh, okay, so you want to get the first Pidgey. This is a different strat, which I didn't show you how to do. But the first Pidgey is going to be the most out of the 3 pictures that you have to take. So take that one. And then you move down over here to Doduo. Then over here, you're going to get Butterfree. And then you're going to skip this Lapras, and you're going to get that Lapras up there. But while we're at it, let's go get Kangaskhan. Let's get Eevee, Lapras, and Meowth. Alright, let's see what our points were. So, normally it's 3190, but I think I got the wrong frame. If you get it at the wrong timing, you'll get 300 points less. Normally it's 3190 is the points you get for this picture, but I took it at a frame too early. So you want to aim for about 29,000, sorry, for Doduo. Then I got a really good Butterfree there, but as long as you get about 25 plus, you'll be fine. This second Lapras it's faster than the third Lapras, and it only loses about 300 points. So at its best, you can get 2,800 or a little more. As long as you get around 2,400 or more, you'll be fine. I got 2,560 here. So you can get almost perfect 4,000. I got a little bit of his ear cut off on the top. So I think I lost a little bit of points there, but that's fine. And then I got 300 points. Again, it's not going to be a good picture, but as long as I get a decent picture, it's good. You can get an easy 2,000 plus on Eevee here. And then that'll end our beach. And as long as you're leaving beach with at least 17,000 points, you'll be good for the next part. Which I guess I'll go ahead and do this now because this is part of beach anyways. This is really part of the same split. So once you come out of beach, there's going to be 4 text boxes. It's on Japanese. I'm trying to remember if it's the same in English. I think it's 5 on English. He's going to put your cursor on Pokemon Report. Do not hit A on Pokemon Report. Hit up. There we go. And then I got Unlock Tunnel. So as I was saying, as long as you have 17,000 points coming out of beach, you'll be fine, because in this area, we're going to get Pikachu once, twice, 3 times. Then we're going to get Electrode, and then Pikachu riding on the ball. The reason we did that was we needed the 3 pictures. We needed the 2 pictures because of photo trigger events. By taking a picture of Pikachu at one spot, he moves to the next spot, and then again to the next spot. So when he's at the very last spot, you take another picture, just because it makes the menuing easier. So instead of going like this and like this, you would go just down to get Electrode and Pikachu. So this is a strat called Ball Pikachu. It's pretty easy, but it's a little slower. It's about 10 seconds slower than the other strategy, but it's really easy. It's a really good backup. You can always depend on it. So we get close to 3,000 points. I feel like if I had timed it just a little differently, I could have gotten a full 3, but that's whatever. It's close enough. And then you get 4,000 points on this one. So that's an easy 7,000 points. So as long as you leave beach with 17,000 points, then you can get the 7,000 points to reach 24,000, which is what you need for apples. If you are having trouble and you leave beach with just a little less, like 16 or so, you can get a picture of Electabuzz, and that picture of Electabuzz will be able to put you over.